Cielo Waste Solutions Corp stock. So I believe the short interest in this stock has increased of late by around 100%. Sometime in early November, it spiked all the way towards $0.3913. I don't know if you noticed that. This is on its 60-minute chart, but I have not been able to see this spike printed on any other on Trading View or even on Charles Schwab, I want to believe. But in any case, it seems what is certain is that the company is planning a few things. Here, some fundamental news is out there. Is saying that here, this is as of the 27th. That is about exactly 1 week ago. It's saying that the company has amended its agreement with Renewable Energy Inc. and updates on securities consolidation. So obviously, you know, the company is a waste to fuel environmental technology company. It announced on Monday the 27th of November that its updates regarding its agreement with Renewable Energy U Inc., including with respect to the purchase of land in Dunmore, Alberta, for the purchase of building a full-scale waste-to-fuel facility. And then down here it says it will be proceeding in the coming days with its share consolidation on the basis of one post-consolidation common share for every 15 pre-consolidation common shares. So it's a reverse split, I want to believe. Yeah. And a couple of other news items there, but what we have also noticed is that on its daily chart, we have what seems like a convergence of its autoregression. The autoregression predicting its price and one of its Fibonacci projections. So there's a confluence there of $0.49, and also that sort of confluence is also on the weekly chart. I'll show you that later on. So I think what this seems to be suggesting is that it's right around between $0.03 and $0.04. The stock seems to have a support around there, you know, because we're getting a confluence of different indicators, you know, an autoregression indicator and a Fibonacci projection. You know, they're converging around that range between $0.03 and $0.04. So the projections on this daily chart goes all the way towards 0.09. The last time it traded at these sort of levels a long time ago, not more, over a year ago. And but interestingly as well, the auto regression tool and the price itself, and indeed some of its Fibonacci projections were all in agreement. They were all in confluence as of late August. And then but the stock continued to move sideways, but the autoregression 2 diverged and saying was indicating that strength, you know, this stock is undervalued. I think it's, you know, it should be valued more than what it is. And we didn't really get, there was no response. As a matter of fact, at some point it actually dipped twice, but what is certain is that in both cases it all rebounded. You know, and so interestingly as well, we're seeing that it's not printing the sort of lows we have seen as of late November. You can see that the low is a lot more modest relative to what it was in late November. You know, this low was printed in about last week as well, last week Thursday. You know, but the autoregression 2 for its 10-day moving average is projecting that by Wednesday the 13th of December some weakness might come in, and also the autoregression 2 has also moderated as well. But once again, I think this autoregression 2 with its confluence with the Fibonacci projection is, you know, probably indicating that maybe it has a support. It's probably emphasizing that support between $0.03 and $0.04. So we can equally see that as well. There's also yet another confluence as well on its on this weekly chart. You can see it's also around $0.03. That is where it is. That's where that convergence or confluence is. You know, so Before now, the auto regression tool was saying, just like on the daily chart, that it's the stock is can do better, and even actually reached the highs of 0.09, which also turns out to be, okay, this is okay, 0.09. It's actually a projection. As a matter of fact, I got that wrong. So it's a projection, 0.09. So this is also yet another confluence, another agreement. There's a Fibonacci projection on its daily chart of around 0.09, and we also have that as well on its auto regression projection on its weekly chart. So there is something there. This does not mean that it's going to happen. The stock doesn't really have that history of agreeing with its confluences. It doesn't really have that history. Maybe because it's not that volatile. Doesn't have a lot of interest. It doesn't have that much following as things stand right now. But the auto regression tool is saying that come the 16th of January, it can get to there. It can get to those sort of levels, 0.0. As a matter of fact, there is indeed on this weekly chart, there is indeed a Fibonacci projection at that sort of level, 0.0971. So there's a Fibonacci projection of 0.09 on the weekly chart, and equally on the daily chart. And on the weekly chart, there is a confluence there. So you can say there's a confluence of three indicators. You can say that, one of them being on the daily chart, and then the two of them being on the weekly chart. So there might be something there. Yet I have to emphasize again, the stock hasn't really, of late, really, played out the way its forecasts have gone. It hasn't played out in the direction of its forecasts. So you have to take all of these with a pinch of salt and see what you make of it. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video.